Oh dear.
Hey, Tom Moran here from Tom's Big Spiders. We're about to do a rehousing video. Haven't done one in a while. I have my Phlogius crassipes that really is in desperate need of rehousing. She had burrowed, I now have 3 males of this species. I've had terrible luck getting females. But we're going to call her she, I have not sexed her out, has burrowed all the way down to the bottom, and I can actually see her now, and she needs a new enclosure. So what we've got here is one of the critter keepers, the extra larges, with about 5 inches or so of substrate. What she will do is most likely burrow down in, web up all around here. They're a very adaptable species in that if you don't give them enough space to burrow in, they will web up. Most of my guys have been really, really good, but they have a very, very nasty bite. They're quick, and their bites are 100% fatal to dogs. So my dogs are out of the room right now. If at any point the kids can't keep them wrangled in there, we'll pause the video. We're also shooting with the new camera, so if I look like crap, like a Lego person or something, it's because we haven't figured out the settings for that yet. Word of warning for somebody who's just coming to my channel, this is going to be a rehousing video. I'm going to slowly dig the spider out so as not to upset it and have it bolt. If you don't have the patience to watch that, completely understood. I will put a time thing in the comment section to tell you where to skip to, because I get a lot of people that make comments about the fact it takes me 7 minutes to dig out a spider. The whole point of these is that it's supposed to be a rehousing video, and I'm showing the safe way to do it. If I rush, I'm going to end up with a spider out in my house, which I don't want. So here we go. I'm not a fan of digging things out. I may actually put this one right in the old... Oh, sweet baby Jesus, you're on top. Yep, and there she goes. And let the fun begin. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and move this. It's supposed to fit that way. Nope. Alright, we're going to get this out of the way for a moment. So we have room to work. Shield. Catch cups everywhere. You're going to be able to see better than I can, so I haven't done one of these in a while. Oh, she's all the way down at the bottom, I think. There's one of her water dishes. I'm assuming there's a bunch of them here. Let me get the cap ready, because these guys can stridulate as well, which means they rub their legs together, hairs on their legs, and make a hissing sound, which is why they have the common name hissing spider or barking spider, Australian barking spider. Notice how I start to talk like Bob Ross when I'm trying to work. And here we got a happy little spider. Actually, we got a pissed off little spider. Crap. All right, easy, buddy. Yeah, I see you, you little bum. Yeah, I'm going to squeeze this and try to get that big chunk out. Oh, crud. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright. Get this over here. Alright, so full disclosure, I did not see her get out there for a moment. Can't wait for you to hear your breathing in the camera. There we go. Now, remember, this new camera is a bit temperamental, so hopefully we can get a good shot. Or what I will probably do is when we go to put her in the actual enclosure, we're going to cut to my other camera because I know the shot is going to be a lot more HD than this one. We're still trying to figure out the settings, but this one's a good one for getting far away, so I don't know how much this is coming out. It's coming out at all. And I say she, I'm hoping it's a she. But what we're going to do is we're going to cut here, and then I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my phone. Sadly, my Nokia right now has a better image quality than the other one. And I'll do a little more talking about the husbandry, but there we go.
That's a better shot right there.
All right, there we go. So that is Phlogius crassipes. So we're going to give it a quick cut here. We're going to switch over to my phone, which gives me a much better picture. Alright, so now we've switched to my phone, which I know I have a better picture quality on, at least until we figure out how to use the new one. If you notice in the background, we have lights now because the new camera, unfortunately, isn't just point and click. You actually have to worry about lighting. So I'll be buying more lights in my future, which means less spiders. But here we go, Phlogius species crassipes. I got these two guys as slings about 1.5 years ago. I set them up in these containers here because they were a little bit large at the time, I think about 1.25 inches or so. And this species tends to grow rather quickly. I give them moist substrate. I keep at least one side of the substrate moist at all time. I know there's been some discussion over whether or not they like it dry or moist. I found that they tend to burrow right to the moist spot, so I tend to go with that. Again, I've had 3 crassipes and then 1 crassipe species, Eunice. The Eunice just molted out. It is molted out a couple months ago. It's a male, and the brother of this one, molted out and is a male. He'll be getting rehoused. They do live quite some time. Easy, girl. They do live quite some time after their mature molt. I checked, and my last male molted in October of 2015, so he's going on 2 years after his final molt. So what I'm going to do is carefully get the cover to this ready. Notice I blocked out some of the ventilation on this. I do still have the duct tape, so I'm using that, although some people have pointed out that you could use the shrink wrap film. I haven't done it yet myself. I want to try it, but I do got to use up this duct tape first. So if anybody tries it out and it works great, please let me know, and I'll link to a demonstration if you're able to do it. And I do put in some ventilation holes in the side to get some cross ventilation. Substrate is a mixture of topsoil and vermiculite, which I love using for my burrowing species. And what it does is allow the water to really absorb in and sink down to the bottom. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead, Billy, get ready. There's a little, what I hope is going to be girl. I'm going to zoom in on her. I love my crassipes. And I know folks in Australia, this is all you can keep. And I don't know if I'd want this to be the only species of tarantula I could keep, because obviously there's some beautiful ones out there. But if there was going to be one, this would be one of my top contenders. I just love these guys. Here she is, looking rather sad, but she's got this new large enclosure. What she'll probably do is go right for that cork bark eventually, dig in under there, and make her burrow. And then hopefully we'll get a molt out of her soon, and pray to God she doesn't come out with emboli on the end of her pedipalps, because then I'm probably going to cry, because that'll be 4 mature male crassipes that I have, and that's like 3 too many. So there we go, Phlogius crassipes. Eastern spider, I think, is one of the names. Australian barking spider, Australian whistling spider, just an awesome spider for anybody that can keep them. So my friends over there in Australia, love this one. And for those of you who haven't seen them before, definitely one I recommend. Just know they are fast, kind of like a Kylobrachys as far as speed and temperament. And just beautiful species. Have I missed anything? Temperature. I know I didn't mention the temperature, but I don't keep them at any special temperature. They're at 70s. And now we have a dog who's trying to come in here. So we're going to go ahead and close this up. But thanks for watching. If you haven't seen my videos before and want to check out more, please do so. And you can see at the end of this video, I'll have some spots where you can click to either watch my channel or check out some of my other videos. So thanks again.